that I don't allow money to control me. I control the money. So therefore, I ain't gonna act like I'm just gonna sit in la la land and ¿Cómo estás? All right, so is this a daily glitter? Welcome to Daily Glitter. I wanted to come and read a little bit of the energy because we got like less than 48 hours until the new year. And I want to discuss some things a little bit more in depth and then give a little bit of insight. Those that don't follow me on Instagram, follow me on Instagram. The private live that I did yesterday, I recorded it and I put it on Instagram so y'all can go see it. If you haven't subscribed to my texting app, make sure you subscribe to that because that is how you get access to those private lives, because I won't be recording them every time, you know what I'm saying? And sometimes they be spur of the moment, whatever like that. And I got some other little goody things happening right now for people that are subscribed. So, but I wanted to talk about some things because last night I touched on the Uranus placement with the 12th house, the Pluto energy a little bit, and I touched on the first house and Venus. So there's a lot of right now. There's a lot of clashing happening with the elements right now. So the air element and the earth element are having a little bit of a war. One of the things that earth signs have that's a comparison to air signs is, well, air signs are very logical. So normally earth signs can be very over analytical about what is the most logic thing to do. And so that is what's clashing right now with people, because it's making, first of all, the feeling of fear is literally being ripped apart from you, whether you realize it or not. You know, you can't be in fear going into next year because, for one, you're going into a season where you don't know what the fuck going on. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, a lot of people are just going based off vibes. You know what I'm saying? They moving out this state and city that they live at because of vibes. And they releasing a relationship that they've been in for like 10, 12 years out of vibes. Family members vibes. Like, and it's not like a vibe of like, being irresponsible or being, you know what I'm saying, like irrational. It's more of like, this already wasn't feeling right, so I'm gonna just go do some shit that actually feels better. You know, like the word for Capricorn season is liberating or liberated or liberation. I don't know. But in order for you to have a liberating feeling, there actually has to be some type of movement happening. And I think that is the number one thing that is causing a lot of people delays. Like, you know, and earth signs, I told earth signs, you can plant all day in the King and Queen of Pentacles, but there you need to put some wand energy behind that. And the best way to help get some type of momentum going is to add the element of fire. Since Jupiter is in Aries, that is where the fire is coming from. And since Jupiter is ruled by Sagittarius and Pisces, there's this energy of wisdom and in a higher perspective. So once you identify things from a higher perspective, you need to utilize the wisdom from the accountability that you have taken over the course of how many years or how many lessons that you've gone through the situation, okay? That's a big thing to pay attention to, because it's funny, because the verse of the day, I don't know if anybody's been paying attention, but the verse of the days lately have really been, you know what I'm saying, like locked in. You know what I'm saying? The verse of the day comes from Psalm 32:8. It says, the Lord says, I will teach you the way you should go. I will instruct you and advise you. Okay. In last night's private live, I didn't talk about this on Instagram because it was like only 60 seconds or some shit like that. But these three cards had came out. Let me see if I still got them right here. Hold on. Yeah. So these three cards came out last night. Divine Feminine Energy, Guide, The Illuminated Path, and Courage. This is the exact energy that we're going into. Last week, or no, not last week, this week's podcast episode was about people grounding the feminine foundation so their masculine energy can now build on it. 2022 was the number 6. It's an even number, so that's feminine energy. The toxic femininity that's been released from the collective and released from, everybody, was so you now can move accordingly. It's funny that the divine feminine energy is 7. This is what you needed to conquer and to be able to move forward in 2023. The Chariot is 7, but it's also Cancerian energy, feminine energy. And the Chariot is feminine energy, but it's a masculine action of moving forward and continuously moving forward. The Chariot doesn't stop unless on command. There's this energy where you won't be stopping unless on command. And that's where this illuminated path comes in and where this wolf comes in. Okay. Now, I didn't read this on there, so I'm going to read it to y'all now. And the number 3 is very significant. Again, the priestess guide on this card illuminates the path ahead with her right hand, the hand of action. Okay. On her left, the side of receiving, a wolf offers her guidance as well. This card is about your personal path, encouraging a deeper awareness of the choices coming up in your life. The wolf is a symbol of strength and freedom. And this is the core of the message on this card. You are free to create the path that lies before you, and you have the strength to see it through. No matter which one you may take, it is time to seek the wisdom of your inner guidance. Meditate and ask if a new or different direction regarding business, family, or personal matters is called for. Then muster up the courage and self-trust to take the necessary steps forward. This card can indicate the coming of a new teacher into your life. It may be someone who advises you in specific personal arenas such as education, nutrition, or finances. Last night's live, I was talking about finances. Or it could be someone who pursues a more spiritual path. Let yourself be open to the guidance and inspiration such as new teachers can bring together with the wisdom of your own inner voice. You will find the path before you're becoming illuminated, and you will be ready to take your next steps with clarity and purpose your internal life deserves. The affirmation here says, I direct my own destiny in every way. I open myself to the loving guidance I receive from others, from the universe, and from within. One of the things that I'm seeing on TikTok, and I'm not knocking nobody because I used to do it. I'm not knocking nobody. But the second wave of spiritual practitioners, of free readings and stuff like that, I want everybody to proceed with caution. Why I say proceed with caution, because since finances are a big thing, people are more doing that for a financial benefit instead of a spiritual benefit. And since it's coming from somebody that is speaking to something that is unseen, people have a lot more trust they have more trust in those type of people. And I told you a lot of people are redirecting their messages and the information that they are giving you. So where they maybe been a twin flame reader, all of a sudden now they're like a kingdom spouse, or they're an astrologer. Pay attention. A lot more people that they're now starting to be, they're identifying themselves as astrologers. So they're saying things like, oh, come to me if you want to find out this information. I'm not going to knock anybody's hustle, but I want to just go ahead and warn in advance, because next year there's a big opportunity of I created this. There's this demand for power. That's just, let me just, guys, just say it like that. There's a demand for power. People are like, well, and I said this in a video, and I was like, well, people are like, well, wouldn't that be entitlement? I said, no. They're right before they take a right to the sense of entitlement. There's this demand of, well, I have the clarity and I have the insight and I have this and I can do this. And they're trying to kind of mask it with, oh, well, I do it for free. And you know what I'm saying? I don't need the cards. And I'm an astrologer, I'm a psychic medium, all this, like they have all these titles. And I'm not trying to knock people, but I need you guys to be aware. I need you to be aware. One of the affirmations that I put up in the tips for 2023 prophetic style was that you need to stop looking for mentors on social media and let God guide you. People that just randomly come across me, they feel something that made them, I feel called to talk to you. I feel called to listen to you. Something in me feels it, and it doesn't, and I don't feel like there's not this energy of obsession. There's that's the issue. That's a lot of people feeling called is they're really obsessed with the information that they're receiving. They're allowing somebody to pour in things that are only assisting their ego. You know what I'm saying? We've been focusing on the conscious mind, okay? We've been focusing on the conscious mind all year because Saturn has been in Aquarius. We will be moving into Saturn being in Pisces in about 2.5 weeks. So now there's going to be this thing where how people want to know everything. Now there's going to be this effects and issues and problems occurring to now try to disrupt, confuse the subconscious mind. The subconscious mind will be the priority. I told people, reconstructing your subconscious mind comes about the information that you feed it. So people are going to be feeding you information that it seems like, well, you know what, that you're really talking my life right now. And I really know what's happening is that ego part of you is allowing yourself to be gassed up to making it seem like what that person is telling you. So basically, you've listened to this person, 1111. You've listened to this person so much that they're feeding your subconscious mind. So therefore, anything that they say, it seems like it's legit. And since your reality is a reflection of your subconscious mind, you're going to find yourself in a very dreamy loop. I see everybody in this little dreamy loop next year because they're thinking that their reality is based off of success and it's based off of growth and clarity. But in reality, you're just seeing what your subconscious mind is full of. Hence how I told y'all, start looking up money counting videos, start affirmations, start listening to this, because you need to start feeding your subconscious mind to make the reality that. So therefore, all that, I'm going to be delusional. When we were in the conscious mind, Saturn in Aquarius was actually very lenient because, okay, if you want to trick your conscious mind into believing that you can be delusional to have these things, cool, that's fine. I'm okay with that for now. Once Saturn gets into Pisces, Saturn is a planet of structure. Pisces is the dreamy energy. Where is the structure into saying that you're delusional? Your reality is going to be full of delusion. I tried to tell people that this year, nobody was listening to me, and that's perfectly fine. I'm not here to knock you. But baby, next year, I would 10 out of 10 not recommend. I would 10 out of 10 not recommend, sweetie. Because when you put that, that's what I said, watch what you say. Words are very powerful. And we've been learning that. So if a lot of people, they want to release the thing of money doesn't make me happy and shit like that. And that's fine. You can be on that boat all you want to, but I'm one of the people that I don't allow money to control me. I control the money. So therefore, I ain't going to act like I'm just going to sit in la la land and meditate and play with crystals. No, I got to go give me some paper. I got to go give me some money. And I don't even talk about no little money. I need big money. Once God had me understand my relationships with everything in life, that's why I don't even smoke weed as much as I did, because if it's not really for entertainment, I don't really want it. You know what I'm saying? Like I realized my relationship with it at that point. With alcohol, I don't really fuck with alcohol. I do something to my soul. Now, wine, a little champagne, cool. But something about liquor, something about that don't sit well with my spirit. I learned my relationship with it when I did do it. You know what I'm saying? And, I wasn't really big on liquor anyway because I throw up. Okay, I throw up. Okay. And same thing with finances. Same thing with, how your appearance is. Your first house will be a priority. And I had to be very honest with people to say the way I dressed and I did my hair and I did my nails was a way that I expressed myself, but it was feeding my ego. It wasn't feeding my soul. And so now I'm doing things that feed my soul. Like I learned how to do my own bottom lashes. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm just like seeing things and I'm saying like, I want to try that. And I don't want to try it because 18 girls on TikTok tried it. I want to try it because something about that makes me feel good. And I realized I love it. Love the way it looks. It wasn't that hard for me to do. You know what I'm saying? I could just pop a little top lash on, keep the bottom on. We're good. You know what I'm saying? Same thing with the nails, doing different colors. You know what I'm saying? Like having myself and not always having like all types of wild shit on them. Like being able to have a basic set and just be cool with the basic set. Cause I used to be like, I don't want them just painted regular. Like, you know, cause I was known for nails. That was feeding my ego. Everybody looking at them. Everybody can see them. Now it's like I had red nails. And when I tell you, I got so many compliments on a bare color. I got this very simple, you know, a little bit, you know, a little dazzle, but not too much compared to how I used to do things. You know what I'm saying? It's this thing of where how you express yourself, whether if it's physically, spiritually, mentally, or emotionally, it needs to feed the soul rather than the ego, because we're already going to be in a season of fire. We're going to be in a season of air. I mean, of the element of fire. Excuse me. We're going to be in a season of it. Literally. There's going to be a season of water and fire. Y'all been cleaning up. Jesus Christ. Clean up. Clean up everything. Throw shit away. That's a major thing I want everybody to pay attention to. Mercury retrograde is funny, Mars, and I got this on my podcast. There's this energy of war. There's this energy of no more battles. 2022 was a battle. 2023 is a war. And thank you. I had said that we're going to get 4 months of just enjoy yourself. 4 months of enjoyment, okay? With this enjoyment, my biggest thing is that you need to learn how to protect your peace. I do see the King and Queen of Swords at this time, but the Queen and King of Swords have gone through a melting, and this melting has had you to be a little bit more softer how you express yourself. So you're not necessarily in the King and Queen of Cups energy, even though they are emotionally mature. There's this King and Queen of Swords there is this cold front. I feel that people are very cold, but they're only cold out of protection. They're not cold out of emotional like turmoil or out of resentment or out of lack. You know, that's some people. And then there's another group of people that I feel that they're in the reverse King and Queen of Wands. They're very egotistic right now, very upset. I see upset energy. This Juno placement keeps coming out. The partnerships. That's what I said. The King and Queen. What's happening is people that are in the Queen and King of Swords energy are now linking up based off of their like-minded mentalities. You know, their soul resonates. The King and Queen of Wands in reverse are all linking up out of hatred. They're linking up out of animosity, hostility. You know when one person don't like you, how the whole gang, all the bitches link up? Yeah. See? 10th house. Chiron. All the kids that's unhappy linking up because the 10th house is Capricorn, authority, and they're nurturing. People that don't like, you know, when somebody don't like somebody, they link up with somebody. The only reason why people link up with people that don't like one person is because something about that little miserable pact, they nurture each other's authority to make them feel better why they don't like somebody instead of seeing their reflection that they just, you know what I'm saying, you don't love yourself. You know what I'm saying? There's this illusion that's being brought out of people, and I had tweeted this, that Capricorn season is about a power struggle. And when I say power struggle, I mean like people are losing their shit because, for one, their sense of entitlement over people is being demolished. So where you once felt like, you know, you had it like that with one person, now you have this like total epiphany, like they really don't fuck with me. Like, no. And they never will. That's it. You know what I mean? That's it. Now that's where the nurturing comes, because now you have to find somebody. Like, it's like when a dude, you know what I'm saying, he act like he don't care about the girl. He like, man, I don't care. And all the dudes like, all right, well, fuck you, don't care. You know, fuck her. Yeah, fuck her. And then come to find out, it's like, you really do care. But they're nurturing that part of you so you feel like you are in the wrong. There's this energy where people don't feel like they're in the wrong. Chiron and Aries went direct. So this is why the inner child has a new sense of confidence. This entire year, this has been the focus, healing the inner child. Healing the inner child. People avoided the healing of the inner child. So where you avoided is exactly what you're going to be met with next year. So whatever lesson you avoided as a kid, or like in this healing, you're going to be met with that. So whatever lesson you accomplish, you will be met with a reward. There's a direct reflection of everything that you did for the inner child this year. T Taurus, the energy you've cultivated. I keep saying cultivated. I hear that TikTok. I ain't stressing today. I ain't stressing today. Cause what we gonna stress about? All right, I want to just, y'all know I be needing specific words. All right, so the Taurus says, and this is that because Uranus is in Taurus. That's the clash I was talking about with the air and earth. Taurus asks you to hold still and dig in, grow roots and strengthen over time. Manifest in a practical way, signify a bull standing in its field. Taurus rules the neck and the voice. This is another thing. A lot of people are really like the power struggle of people ears and their mouths aren't on the same accord. People are hearing one thing and they're responding to what they heard instead of really truly processing it and now speaking. That out of context thing, y'all already making an ass out yourself. This was the start of it. Mercury retrograde is for you to really get your mind right so you actually are, handling yourself accordingly in adult conversations. But y'all are already making an ass out yourselves. And that's why I just, God is really teaching me as an Aries to not be so impulsive with my words to already tell people you're an idiot. It's having me truly articulate my point and truly defend myself in a way where I don't seem defensive. Or I don't seem like I'm trying to be, like a bully or anything like that, or trying to degrade people or belittle them. It's really learning to truly articulate myself intellectually. Yeah. And that's the thing a lot of people are having a hard time doing. Like one lady, she said, like somebody made a comment on my thing. And I was like, say you didn't listen without saying you didn't listen. She was like, say you're miserable without being miserable. Somebody commented, was like, you missed the entire point you ignored the entire point of the video. You missed the point completely. People, you tell somebody that they missed the point of the actual core of the matter. And the first thing they say is, well, I said what I said and my opinion stands. Exactly. That's exactly what you need to stand on, that opinion, because it don't hold no weight. Your facts. Where's your facts? I had somebody comment on my Instagram because I was like, the price of an opinion is going down and the price of a fact is going up. So don't make an ass out yourself. They was like, oh, that's an opinion. I said, no, that's a fact based off the astrological calendar. Quit speaking out of context of what you don't know. You don't know. Like just sometimes, a lot of people need to learn how to take the back seat sometimes about things that they don't know. I feel like people take their opinion and they automatically assume that they're an expert. And I really hate that. I've hated that all year. But here we go. Taurus rules the neck and voice. Its purpose is to bring life into matter through growing wildflowers and crops, through our muscular strengths and sensual potential of our bodies, and through the solidness of our material resources. Venus in Aquarius. Logically, how you gonna make sense? The sun shines here April 21st through May 20th. Okay, now here's the action. Work with the metaphor of gardening. Plow the ground, plant the seeds, nurture the crops with water and fertilizer, and protect those crops from predators. Grow roots rather than travel. Investigate what concrete form your project should take in the next practical steps in that direction. Appreciate the senses. Notice what you see, smell, hear, feel, and taste. Use the senses to be in the present moment and let the time flow. What do you feel? That was a big thing that I kept telling y'all. What do you feel? Cuddle, feed. In a relationship, listen to both signals of body chemistry and the practicalities of your life to give it a fertile field. Cultivate your garden like a slowly growing flower basking in the sun. This is that fire energy. Find contentment in this moment. Explore the roots of the situation. Ask what feeds this idea, what feeds your soul. If you're feeling pushed about, sit, hold still, grow roots, and let the storm pass over. Don't worry. Play the long game as you plant and tend to your crops. The challenge here says, Taurus excess can lead you to make okay, hold on. Let me get my words together, okay? Taurus excess can lead you to mistake stubbornness for strength or look for spiritual and emotional answers in the material world. There will never be enough stuff to fill an emotional void. Sensuality is a gift Taurus has, but sex alone would not fill the desire for love. Clarify your hunger. That's why I say y'all need to figure out if you're going to be absent or you're going to be celibate, because y'all keep claiming this celibacy journey and you're going to fuck around and become a nun. You need to say you want to be more sexually disciplined. You need to say you would like to practice abstinence. You keep saying celibacy if you want to. God gonna be like, all right now. That's what he's been trying to show y'all. And he's been trying to get y'all to truly understand what words in definition mean. Like, one thing about me is I'm big on what words truly mean instead of y'all creating the definitions. The same thing with the Bible. Your perspective is not the truth. That's why everything I say, I literally have words from books that prove that are facts. I have supporting details about what I'm saying. That is what's missing right now. That's what's the biggest thing that y'all are going to have to understand next year. A lot of people, they're missing supporting facts to prove that they are actually a fact, the truth. And y'all are going to miss it completely because you don't care about the supporting details to the thesis. You only care about the actual conclusion. Things have to build up in order to actually have to be a chain of events. Please pay attention to that next year, okay? Because them supporting details actually mean a lot. That's why I don't argue with people about things. That's why I don't go back and forth with people about things. You know why? Because there are supporting facts to what I'm saying. So you trying to argue with me is going to make you look completely like an ass. Okay, the gift here says everything that surrounds you is made up of matter. The word matter comes from the Latin word mother, mater or mother. Taurus connects you to the sacred earth mother Gaia herself, the physical vessel who holds spirit in the body, in the plants and in the earth beneath us. And it's funny that this page ends on page 23, which is 21, which is 3. And it's Mother Gaia, which is the feminine energy that I told y'all next year. That is the clash we're having. That is the clash that we're having. Uranus is a masculine planet, and it's in Taurus. That's where the mother is becoming more, where she used to be more focused on the emotional. Now she's starting to get more lenient on the emotions. She's getting more stricter on the logic. I gotta do my edges, y'all. When I tell y'all, I've been sweating my head out. Oh, cleaning up. It's crazy. This inner child is now, God is allowing that. There's more lenient energy for the inner child now, where the inner child can now fully express themselves. 10th house is authority. This is masculine energy, but it's Capricorn. Capricorn is a feminine sign. You see what I'm saying? Do you see what I'm saying? Like-minded individuals will be a priority. You know, I got this book and I never read it, but for some reason I want to. So I'm just going to pick a random Bible verse. Here we go. It's Joyce Meyer's Secret Power of Speaking God's Word. This comes from her section of health and healing. My finger landed on 1 Peter 2:24. He himself bore my sins in his body on the tree, as we talk about the garden, so that I may die to sins and live for righteousness. By his wounds I have been healed. I know y'all saw that orb. That's the energy that I feel that we have just accomplished. And it's 1 Peter 2:24. That together equals 8. The 888 will be a big thing next year. 7178. Oh my God. This was on the bottom of the deck and it was staring at me. And I was like, I'm going to shuffle. And it comes out, the black cat. Fortune meets opportunity. 717. I always said that was endings to luck. And the black cat is your intuition. It says, in tradition folklore, cats were said to have 1 foot in this world and 1 foot in the next. They were the They were the thing between the underworld and its world and fortune and opportunity. In this time, Middle Ages, cats were hunted because they were said to be allies of evil entities such as devils and witches. Black cats were especially were singled out. Historians believe that, I don't know, this unpredicted killing of the cats in the name of the eradicating evil leading to an unchecked increase in the rat population. The rat population. And I think next year, hold on, wait a minute. Is the rabbit. Okay, not the rat. I thought it was a rabbit. My bad. Increase in the rat population, which was responsible for the alarming rapid spread of the plague and the death of millions of people. These days, in Germany, for example, a black cat passing one's path indicates impending misfortune. Yet in ancient Britain, they were considered good luck and were even given to brides on their wedding day. In Japan, to this day, they are considered very good luck and bringers of fortune. Should this slinky cat cross your path through this oracle, know that good luck and fortune will be meeting you promptly. Also know your luck will be even luckier if you are prepared to take advantage of every special opportunity that comes your way. Courage, guided path, divine feminine energy, because you already feel that this is something you should go ahead and proceed in. All right. Thank you. Okay. I love you guys. I just wanted to come on here and give this quick little reading. Capricorn season is the head, the crown, and the root. And I want everybody to just pay attention to that. I'm still going to do Capricorn Fairy News, so it's still more information, but I feel like this is the energy that you guys need to know going into the new year. There's been a lot of if you're going to make resolutions and goals for next year, make sure you say things like you want to be prepared. That was one of my prayers that I had at the beginning of 2022 was, as much as I want bigger bag, bigger success, bigger, recognition. I want, bigger health and all that stuff. I want to make sure I can handle it. I want to be prepared for it. Now I like I was telling y'all earlier about how, I really be wanting to call people dumb and shit. It's now I can handle, going viral now. It don't bother me. I just turn the comments off and go about my fucking day. I don't give a fuck. I still said what I said. I just don't care about your opinion. Because y'all missing the point and y'all not wanting to see the point. And since Mercury's in retrograde, you're not going to have a power struggle with me, baby. I'm the truth. I ain't arguing with you. And I'm damn sure not about to argue with somebody that just watched me on the damn screen. You dig what I'm saying? If you wanted to voice your opinion, you should have made a video on your own fucking platform. You know what I'm saying? I don't have time to lie and I don't have time to shoot the shit with people, especially when I'm talking about business. You know what I'm saying? If you're going to be defensive and you're going to be, on guard about the things that people are saying to you, by all means, boo-boo, you need to take that up with the Lord. That's where that King and Queen of Wands is coming in reverse. Because, turn right to it. The King of Wands in reverse says being overly ambitious, a need for compassion, egotistic, being too assertive, explosive emotions, impatient. The Queen of Wands in reverse says jealousy, being afraid to take a risk, not being totally honest with yourself. An optimal time to build your self-confidence and to let go of what other people think, waning passions. See, a lot of people don't realize when you are going out of your way to argue something that's the truth, it's because you need some type of validation that what the person is saying is not true to you. When you fight against something so hard, you're basically trying to prove that it doesn't resonate when in reality, it read you for filth. So y'all be safe out there. You know what I'm saying? Have fun. I'm not going to tell you sit in the house for New Year's Eve. And I'm also not going to tell you to go party. I'm going to tell you do what you feel. You know what I'm saying? I love y'all. Don't forget, subscribe to everything. Follow me on everything. All platforms is going stupid right now. Okay? I'm not playing. I'm not playing. Okay? I love you. Toodles.